up? It's your boy Dominion Barbie. We got a Gen Z video. Like, I guess it's like going over Gen Z.
And judge them because I do the same thing. If we're already at that point, I don't even want to think about the little 8-year-old kids with iPads. They're gonna grow up picking at their skin like fanatics when their iPad dies. My brain is so.
They already.
5-second dopamine.
Kids already do that. My little brother. Fucking shit. You didn't need to go that way. Kids already do that shit. Like, they already, like, have, like, a really bad... My little brother, he fucking... If his iPad's dead, he'll watch that mug on, like, the, Shut the fuck up. Subs is a... Man, my little brother, he'll what you call it? So his problem is that he'll literally let his shit die, and then his iPad or whatever, and he'll just be watching it. I mean, I'm kind of the same way when my phone dies. I just watch that motherfucker, and I'm just like, it's gonna be 5 minutes, and just wait, and you just hold the power button down, just try to reboot the house.
Videos, but I think it's really starting to warp what I find funny now. I should be getting to the age where I'm considering starting a family, walking down a full-time job. Instead, I'm too busy analyzing this. Think back to what you've done within the past 24 hours.
24 hours. Woke up. Eat some food. I went on a run. Fell asleep. Woke up again. Then I got up, did Uber, did like 4 trips, made $40, came back home. And okay, I'm gonna go back out there and get $40 too.
Big chance that you spent at least a little bit of that time on social media. Maybe you spent that time talking to family. Maybe you sent a Russian car crash from Instagram Reels to your friend. Or maybe you spent the past 8 hours doom scrolling in your bed, procrastinating whatever you had to do. Social media can be a place where you can express yourself freely. You can be and get tons of support for it. For the most part. Now, if my experience is similar to anyone else who was a part of Gen Z, it would be that we were the first generation to grow up with social media really playing a big part in our lives.
And social media was a big part in our niggas' lives and shit. Because without social media, there would be no influencers. Influencers used to be hard to be an influencer. You used to have to be rich to be an influencer. Now anybody can be an influencer. That's the crazy part. Like, anybody really do it, and that's like what everybody want to do now. They want to be a fucking influencer.
That's pretty cool. One of the perks is that we were all
nigga, I just want $25 a day. I mean, I feel like that wouldn't be hard. Sorry about the fucking what you call it, the ad.
Like, think of how lucky we are. People from the 1300s didn't have things like TikTok or Instagram or Mr. Beast. No.
Like, we got so many ways to express yourself. Like, that's why everybody was so, like, honest to God, that's probably why it was so easy for niggas to get colonized. Because, like, that we didn't have any individuality, even amongst the colonists, or, like, the people, that came over for the Mayflower and stuff like that. They didn't have no individuality. So, like, that's why shit was so easy, nigga. That's why shit was so easy back in the day. Because, like, there's so many outlets to express yourself. And then there's so many ways for, like, if you say the wrong thing, or if I say the wrong thing, the audience watching us, cancel culture is serious, bruh. Like, or if you get labeled as something and it's not true, it is hard, especially if you're a man. It is very, 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 very hard to get that off your record. Like, damn near impossible, my nigga. You might as well. Like, I've heard stories of niggas killing themselves because somebody said they did something and it wasn't true at all. But, like, everybody, they were found innocent or whatever. And then, but everybody thought what they thought. So, like, serious, bro. That shit is serious, bro. Like, rumors, you can't just, like, tell a motherfucker everything. Keep your business to yourself. I guess is where you get to. I'm gonna get back to the video.
We have such easy access to dopamine and stimulation, largely thanks to short form content like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I think it comes with a little bit of a side effect of not being able to be without it. Now, I'm not.
I also think it's more of the sense that yes, it's phone addiction, but I feel like we don't trust people as a whole like we used to. Like a lot of us, like we don't trust nobody. We don't even trust ourselves. So really, I think it's like motherfuckers don't want to like put themselves out there. Not like far as like dating, like far as just like being an individual in the community or being an individual and like going out places, doing shit by yourself. Motherfuckers are scared to do shit by themselves, and that's the craziest thing ever.
I'm not saying that everybody has had this problem before, because that's not true. But I sure have. When I was in high school, I spent way too much time scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels, which I think made my attention span a little bit worse than it was before. My attention span was already fried to begin with, but you know what most definitely didn't help? Watching 30-second videos with gameplay and subtitles to keep me invested. Gen Z currently has the shortest attention span with around 8 seconds. That's similar to a fucking goldfish.
It's
How
not.
the hell are we as advanced as we are with cities and functioning societies, yet
And that goldfish thing he just brought up, that's not true at all. It was actually found with a study in Harvard that fish actually can recognize faces. Like fishes can recognize faces and patterns. It's actually been studied that fishes have emotions. Like they're not just like. Imagine if you was put in a fucking box, nigga, and then someone said you didn't have no emotions. Fishes have a personality. I remember my dad had an Oscar, and that motherfucker was. My hands put together. That nigga was about that big. He had an attitude. This is this shit again. I hate this fucking camera. Seriously. I don't like that phone.
we're nearly getting beat out by these things.
We're not getting beat up by
And
no.
people can
We are not getting beat up by no damn fish. A fish, yeah, they can recognize faces and stuff like that and patterns and they can all that. But guess what? If we don't get in the water, that fish ain't gonna touch us.
continuing to get social media access at such a young age, I'm not really sure that this is something that's ever going to change in the future. If anything, it's just going to get 10 times worse. Sure, right now we may have the same attention span of a goldfish, but who knows, maybe 10 years from now we won't be any smarter than a bacteria. For as long as I can remember, I've always
That is some very crazy way of thinking. Nigga, you're saying we're gonna be as smart as bacteria? Nah, I think like the human race is gonna go farther than that.
had trouble focusing.
We're gonna get smart again.
It could be school, it could be at work, or even YouTube. I tend to get distracted really easily. Sometimes it feels like my brain just needs to be doing 5 different things all at the same time. Multitasking things.
I feel like multitasking also like it's like a reward. So like if you multitask on like a bunch of stuff and you get that rush of dopamine too, because you reward yourself because it was hard as fuck to pay attention to all them things at once. At least that shit worked for me. At least that's how that worked for me. Better way to describe it.
That shouldn't be done together.
Is
Yet
it?
at the same time, I should
It's just ADHD.
struggle to even wake up and make my bed some mornings. If any of these things relate to you, then there's a small chance that you might be just like me and have ADHD. I'm not a doctor. Please don't take.
But also too, y'all niggas be lying about the ADD, like ADHD accusation. A lot of y'all ain't got ADHD. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is just hoes. So I'm gonna put that out there. A lot of y'all ain't got ADHD. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is just hoes. ADHD is like a bunch of shit going on once. So different categories of shit. Y'all just some hoes. Y'all just want to see that. It's all the same shit you watching, just different angles.
Deficit hyperactivity disorder.
You's a freaky fuck.
ADHD is a neurodevelopmental
And I ain't talking about myself, I'm talking about, like, the general audience.
And occasioning symptoms of inattention, hyperactivity.
Not like audience here, dude. talking about like the average. My fault. I gotta skip this ad because like the average everyday like
That is a lot of
generic
words. There are a bunch of different
shit.
types of symptoms, and it kind of varies per person. One thing that most people tend to share, though, is the inattention aspect. Some people may always feel like they're under a lot of pressure and get really stressed out easily. Some people may talk excessively, while some others don't talk at all.
I think my problem is I either talk way too much or I talk way too little. I do like I'm not gonna lie though. When I finally get comfortable around somebody, I get to talking. But I talk your motherfucking head off. But I got that from my mama, so maybe my mom got it easy.
Oh, and like mentioned earlier, other people may get distracted really easily, like me. Now, when most people think ADHD, the first
I don't really get distracted. I think it's more of like selective hearing.
thing that comes to mind is probably a
Better way
super
for it.
obnoxious kid who talks a lot, gets distracted easily, and is often very, very disorganized. That's exactly how I was. For as long as I can remember, I've always felt like my brain can never just turn off for a bit and relax. I always need some sort of mental stimulation. An example of this could be me fidgeting with whatever is around me. It could be something as little as
I feel that too. Cause like I mean I like to whenever like I'm chilling by myself, I like to bounce my leg, like shake my leg. And I've been told that is a sign of ADHD because like I can't stop moving. But I also blame that shit on like motherfucking like Disney or some shit like that. Cause like I remember I think it was the movie Bambi, Thumper. He used to call me Thumper, nigga. Used to be Thumper.
fidgeting with an eraser, or to literal garbage on my desk, to even playing with my thumbs. Or when I'm eating food, I need some sort of interaction with something, whether that be me talking to whoever I'm with at the time, or just simply watching YouTube, which I understand isn't just exclusive to me. Like, bro, who eats without YouTube in this day and age? Older generations weren't addicted to their phones.
I
There was literally
don't do
nothing to do
YouTube,
back
but I
then.
eat.
Nah, bro,
I
they
think
had
that shit's
cigarettes.
stupid.
If you take a look at this chart,
Shit
cigarette
dumb,
users have been
cuz.
dropping like flies over the past few decades. Probably because all the current users are despawning, but also because people don't want to pick it up. They
Oh,
see
shit.
the damaging
I don't even know what to say. I ain't got no patience when it comes to like older people or older generation.
effects that it causes. So I mean, that's at least one good thing that Gen Z avoided. I don't really think. Oh, and then vaping came along. Now I'm not.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hitting this little pen thing. This is a product of vape. This is like a chain reaction reason. So yeah.
Gonna sit here and act all high and mighty and pretend like when I was a teenager I would never do it because that would be lying. And lying is wrong. But I'm now in an age where I've come to realize that maybe this isn't the greatest idea for our health. Groundbreaking statement, I know. I mean, come on, think of it. These things haven't even been around long enough to see the long-term effects on what it does. And y'all want to keep doing it? Man, bro, we know it could turn us into lizards in 10 years. You know what, man? I think I'm going to pass on it. I'm cool. Except for at a party. It doesn't really help that these little devices are just so easily accessible. At least with
And we'll come back to this video because I don't want to make the video too long because appreciate it. Like, comment, share. You know what I'm saying? Text that nigga. Tell me if I'm wrong about something. Let me know your opinion, cause I argue. I'ma argue with you. Alright. You see that? I'm like a phantom. I'm gonna argue with you, baby. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely gonna argue with you. And I even play devil's advocate. I act like I feel some type of way just to have a conversation. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And I shall see y'all. The original video will be in the description. All that good stuff. Adios.